Hey guys, welcome to Bonehead Truckers. As you guys know, I am a huge supporter of American Truckers United and promote them whenever I can because I really do think that they're working for all of us, not just owner-operators, not just for carriers. They're working for all of us. So here's their website right here. And they added something that's really cool. First of all, you do not have to sign up. All right, you sit there and you see this. You can if you want to. It's free, but you don't have to use their tools that they have right here. But they have a lot of stuff. They have a lot of stuff. They have stuff. A lot of information. If you want to buy some gear, if you want to actually donate, you can actually do that too. It's not required again, but hey. I have a news thing right here, but if you look right here, congressional scorecard. This is really going to help me out when I'm sitting here talking about things, and should help you guys out too. So if you go look down here, if you look right here, this section right here, these are actually bills out here that actually have transportation in mind, right? And so if you look in green, the green means good. Okay, so there's 3 of them that American Truckers United, they say, hey, this is good for trucking. Okay, and then the ones that are in black, I guess they're kind of mediocre. And then you have 3 of them down here that are not good for trucking whatsoever. Okay. So in these things, you have your House bill right here, and all these things you could go and look up and see for yourself. They grade people in the House, but people in Congress, right? And they have like an ATU score, and you have Byron Donalds out of Florida is a House, and he's a Republican, and he gets a top score of 150. Mary E. Miller, okay, out of Illinois, who's a Republican. 125. You can just go down the list here, and they have 538 entries. Okay, and so this is really a good reference point, and these are like the top 3 right here that they think that are working for us. So you could go on here when you're out there on the road and you just don't have the time to go and just search things up, and maybe you just don't have examples, and maybe you have me over here talking about 5688, which has look down here in the red 5688. You say, well, what else is out there? Because I may not talk about all these other bills. As a matter of fact, I prefer not to sit there and talk about every single time there's a bill that pops up. I mean, I will, but if I really get passionate about something, I get just really into it. That's just the way I am. But you could go on here yourself. Go to americantruckers.com is their website, americantruckers.com. And you could go and see this, and then just go look at, look it up. All right. Look everything up, and then you can go and sit there and look for the people that's in your state right here, and they're, where they're located at. Let's move this down to 100 entries. Okay, you can go all the way down here and look at all the scores that they give. I think it's a good thing to have. It's a good tool for all of us to go, and right here they have their their websites, right? Let's say Byron Donalds, right? Let's go look at that. So it takes you to his website and things of that nature. So this is just like a really cool thing right here that I really had to do this separate video to show you guys, and there's a lot of good information on here with some good graphics, got pictures for people like me, okay, and graphs and things of that nature if you want to educate yourself more on what's going on. Okay, so I think that's really cool, and all sorts of stuff. Again, if you go look up here, it's americantruckers.com, congressional scorecard, and all that. You could go over here to shop ATU. They got some caps. Their caps don't fit my big old head. but I can get a little, get you a little token, get you a little, what do they call that? Well, they call it a tumbler, but what do they call that? The yuppies, they're trendy people. They call that something. Stanley Cup. Yeah, that's right, Stanley Cup. Like, when I think of Stanley Cup, I think of hockey, but in women's, they like those things, but they're coffee. Anyway, but yeah, this is their homepage right here. This is Governor Stitt out of Oklahoma, who passed SB 20, which is a big thing. But hey, I just feel like I share this information. Their whole website, AmericanTruckers.com, is their whole website. It has all this information for free. They have their links to their Facebook, X, and YouTube account right up there. I'll just, place a donate if you say, hey, I want to tip them. I'm gonna give them a 20. I'm gonna give them a 20. Okay. Cause I guarantee you they're doing this out of pocket. Okay. And they're planning on doing some other things too coming up here, especially within this next year. That's going to cost a lot of money. So, but they're doing this out of pocket, and they don't come on here and ask. That they just don't. But I'll sit there and tell you guys about it if you want to. I like this part right here. Rethink eternity. Click here. As you guys may know, maybe you don't know, I'm a Christian, and I know that Shannon Everett is also a man of faith as well. And I'm glad that they put this link on here if you guys want to go and see all this too, if you are into that kind of stuff. I know I am. But anyway, yeah, this is a different type of video. I just wanted to share this information with you guys because you guys, that are interested in this, they're interested in how to find out who's working for us, what bill is good, what bill is bad. What is my representative in my area? My senator. Like these are things that we need. And as we move along, okay, as more bills get introduced, all right, these will update. So you want to come by here all the time. And then also the same thing with these. There's 538 entries. Anytime there's changes or whatnot, these scores, they will change. They will change, that's for sure, as time goes. So, anyway, hopefully you guys get a little something over this. So again, the website is called AmericanTruckers.com. American Truckers United. And the great thing is, for all of us, it's 100% for free. Remember that. You go to places like OOIDA, you can't get this stuff for free. You can't. And so shout out to American Truckers United for working for truckers. Bonehead Truckers, we're gone.